Okay, I'm Andrew,
I'm Cameron.
and today we're looking at Rodenbach's Flemish Brown Red Ale. There you go.
There we go.
The camera's mirror image, so it's kind of hard, but yeah. So it's a 25% blend of the ale aged in oak vats and 75% of the fresh product. So should be nice and sour.
Yeah, it's aged for 2 years.
Yeah.
This is our first time having it.
Yeah, I've never had it before, so.
So let's see a pour on this. Get a nice good view on that. Oh yeah, that's got a great color.
Yeah. It's nice and dark. Can't really see through it at all. It looks like it probably is clear, just a real dark color, but definitely brownish red. That's a good description. Pretty off-white head. It's not sticking around, but we didn't give it a real aggressive pour.
Any head at all.
But it's pretty low alcohol beer. Is it 5.5%?
I'm not even sure if it says on the bottle.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, 5.2.
5.2. So it's low, but that's pretty typical for this style. So let's get a nose.
Let's give it a nose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fantastic. You get really strong oak and sweet notes.
Yeah, the
then
acidity
a little bit
from the
of
sour, the
sourness.
sourness is really coming through most dominantly for me, and I'm getting nice, like maybe strawberry, raspberry, some of those brighter, small dark fruits, and just really nice blending of the oak character. But
yeah, that oak character definitely adds a lot.
well, I know that a lot of the sourness is imparted because of the bacteria that forms in the aging process, so I'm not surprised that the oak and the sourness are really working well together. But
Yeah, let's get a taste of this.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
Mm-hmm.
It starts off a lot sweeter than I would think. The sourness kind of comes in real strong in the middle of the mouth and then stays with you. And
It's a very light mouthfeel.
yeah,
There's not a whole lot going in the body, but there's so much flavor going on.
well, that's pretty typical for the
Yeah,
style.
no,
I think
exactly.
also. I mean, it's pretty amazing how the Belgian brewers impart so much flavor on their beer while keeping it very light, and very refreshing, and very drinkable.
Yeah. It
It's
just
very
slides
difficult
right
to do.
over your tongue. There's a darker flavor that I'm smelling. It's hard to identify.
There's almost no bitterness at all.
No.
But I think the darker flavor that you're talking about, a lot of it's coming from,
A mixing of that fruit and the wood.
well, some of those wood characteristics, I would say, but then it's got a pretty heavy malt bill. I mean, there's really not any hop character in here.
That is true.
Yeah, but it's a nice cool temperature right now. It's right around, I'd say, 45, 50 degrees.
No, maybe like 55.
Yeah, it's a little warmer. We're going to let it warm up.
Yeah, and we'll get back to you. Alrighty, we're back. And we are sipping on the Rodenbach. And it's just got a great aroma, great smell in the nose.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot more of the, kind of the breadier, more savory malt characteristics. It almost smells a little bit more like a Bock now. And the sourness is coming a lot stronger on the mouth. I think when it was colder, the sourness was a bit more prominent on the nose.
And it was a little more subdued on the taste. But now that it's warmer, the sourness is definitely the predominant flavor.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is one of those beers that instead of having it at a specific temperature, being optimum at a specific temperature, it's really nice to see the progression. Start off with it nice and cool, and it's very refreshing and sour and bubbly, and then as it warms up, you're really getting some of those deeper malt characteristics that you associate more with, I think like a Bock or.
Yeah, it allows you to experience the beer fully, because sometimes certain notes are going to be highlighted at different temperatures.
Yeah.
So let's get a final chug on this.
Okay,
Or
I'll
maybe
try.
you should take a sip or two.
We'll see. Final chug.
Cheers. Yeah, very tasty.
Yeah.
Very refreshing.
And it goes down, easy. It's not a high alcohol beer, but you'd never know it. You'd guess it was a high alcohol beer.
It's got, that sourness. You'd think it was a boozy beer, but no, it's just really tasty and really light.
Not to say that you can taste any booze, but that There's a lot going on.
Mhm.
It's so. Cheers to Rodenbach, and continue to drink fresh.
And drink local. Cheers.
Okay, welcome. I'm Andrew.
I'm Cameron.
And
And
yeah.
today we've got the Rodenbach 2009 Vintage, which this is a special beer. They don't brew it anymore. It's getting on screen there.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a 7%, and I believe it's all oak aged in barrels.
Yeah, the other bottle that we had said that 75% was fresh and then 25% was aged in the oak, but this doesn't make any mention of that. Sorry, plain. But yeah, this is also a little higher in alcohol. The other one was 5.2 or 5.5, and this is a couple percentage points up. So
Should be a lot sour too. So
let's get this guy open. It's wrapped up pretty good. Cork. Yeah, they say they have a special VAT. I think they say VAT number 145, and supposedly that
it's a special barrel.
imparts a special character on the beer. There you go.
Wow.
Nice.
Right out.
Okay, so let's see how this looks. There you go. There it is. Okay.
Great color.
Yeah, it's a beautiful color. I'm having a hard time remembering. We drank the other one yesterday, but it looks to be about the same color, maybe a little darker. It's definitely got that copper,
Oh, it's definitely a
Tone,
darker.
not much red going on.
Yeah, barely any head.
Yeah, I remember though, this has actually a little more head than
Yeah, that's
the other
true.
one. Mine's sticking around. I mean, maybe that's just because we poured it a little more aggressively, but you definitely see it's got a little bit more alcohol in it.
Yeah, let's get a nose on this.
Oh yeah,
Wow, that's great.
it's a lot more pungent. You're getting a lot more funky kind of characteristics
Mhm.
with the sourness going on.
Like almost like a goose.
Yeah,
And
maybe like
fruity sourness.
like a super, fruity lambic.
Oh yeah,
Really nice though.
let's get a taste on this.
What y'all drinking?
Rodenbach. It's a vintage 2009 sour ale.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah. So right away, super sour.
Mm-hmm.
Very tart, much tarter than the other one, and but I want to say not as much of the oakiness.
Mm-mm.
Definitely getting a little more of the funky flavors. I think coming from the oak rather than the actual wood.
It's probably because it's a special barrel. It's developed some unique characteristics and flavors that
Yeah.
are really nice.
If it had the barrel, then yeah. But really, not a lot of rich maltiness. It's
Not
all
at all. There's a
all
little
the
bitterness
sour,
in the
yeah.
back end, but it's just mainly sourness.
Yeah, I'm happy with the finish a lot more with this one than the other one. The other one I thought had kind of I don't know, maybe a watery aftertaste, and the bitterness was a little too strong. This one, I think the bitterness is even
Yeah, it kind
more
of like
subdued, but
dies out and just kind of like cleans your palate. So you're ready for another sip.
a little more full-bodied because of the alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
But still super light, very
It's still-
drinkable and refreshing.
It's got a great mouthfeel.
Yeah, you'd never know it was.
7%, not at all. But anyway, let's keep sipping on this and we'll get back to you.
Okay, we're back with this vintage 2009 Rodenbach.
Barrel 145.
Yeah, special brew, and it's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a lot cooler than the 2010 with the
Yeah,
blending of the old and the new.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just much more full flavored, and even though it has a very light body feel, there's just so much sourness and
Yeah.
deliciousness
Yeah,
going on.
thinking about it, it smells almost exactly like really sour cranberry juice. I get really intense
Yeah.
kind of cranberry because I think it's probably just the combination of that real nice light fruit flavor with the sour, and then the hop bitterness to back it up, because there's definitely got to be a lot of hops in the spear to support the alcohol, to support the the malt
Mhm.
content. But
I noticed as I was warming up that I can smell a little bit more of the wood coming through. And
yeah, you're definitely getting a lot more of those wood characters similar to the other one that we had.
but a very
Yeah.
pleasant aroma.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get a final chug on this.
Yeah.
Very great beer.
Reminds me of like a really nice glass of juice.
Mm-hmm.
Very drinkable, very nice. Okay, so,
Until next time, drink fresh
and drink local.
Cheers.
I'm a soul